Welcome back, viewers. Let me I don't want to hear myself while I talk. Welcome back, guys. Today we're going to be playing the last chapter of my Little Nightmares DLC. One of the things I've realized a lot of my videos, I don't really sound like myself. I am too self-conscious of what I'm saying, and I'm afraid of saying stuff that will not be good for the audience. But yet again, I feel like I'm not being sharing, just my train of thought. So today I'm gonna be a little different, right? Instead of just reacting to the game, we're gonna try and do some other stuff. Yes. So while I'm waiting here, I've been with the same things that I've been talking about. Like, I don't really feel like I am myself while I'm talking, and it's true. Like, whenever I press the record button, I'm like, what am I supposed to say? I don't know what to say. Safest things to say is just talk about the game, right? But you see all these other YouTubers, they don't give a shenanigans about anything. They talk whatever the... You see, I'm censoring myself right now. They say whatever the hell they want all the time. Me, on the other side, I have absolutely no idea what to say half of the time because it's just me talking to myself, which I do quite a bit. And that ain't even a lie. Every time I'm like at work, I'm also overthinking everything. I'm just thinking about myself. So today it's gonna be a therapeutic talk that we're gonna have today. So if you have any issues, you can talk to me about them. You can leave them in the comment section below. This is not a stream, so I won't be able to answer to you. But if you leave a comment or something, I might be able to read it later and be like, hey, you know what? I had that experience before. I'm a single guy. Right now, by choice, but it was not always that way. Of course, like anybody, you get your heart broken. You think you know somebody, and then it turns out you didn't know them well enough, and it doesn't work out. It happens. So if you're having a rough time right now, especially with quarantine and everything, it's all right. I'll get better. Right now, I'm working at a retailer store, even though I have a degree, which I think that's the thing that bothers me the most. That I actually went to college and I got a degree, but I'm not able to use it because apparently, to potential employers, I'm always screwing it over. Just the other day, I had an interview, and instead of putting my best foot forward, which I was really trying, you know how COVID is going on, and a lot of schools are doing like online teaching. So I told myself, you know what? Let me create a couple lessons using the type of software they're using, and whatnot. So I did. I did some lessons. I had everything ready for the interview. I studied before. But I don't know if it was because I hadn't done an interview in so long, haven't had to worry about it, just the anxiety of actually going on the actual interview in so long. I bumped it. It's one of the worst interviews I've ever actually had in my life. Like, coming out of college, I had many, many great interviews and many opportunities like those, but I just kind of... I was too afraid. Oh, shoot. To be fair, right there, I was going back, so that should not have happened. Yeah, like I was saying, right out of college, I had a couple opportunities. I think I was just too afraid to actually get out of my hometown and, leave everything behind and just kind of start my life, which at this point, I don't necessarily mind that much. It wouldn't be that big of an issue anymore because I think I'm a little older. I'm like, okay, if I need to do this, I got to do it. But going back to the interview, I studied so hard for that interview. But whenever they were asking me the questions, I knew exactly like the answers for them and whatnot. But I was just wording it in such a bad way that it just sounded like I didn't know anything. Even though I knew everything that I was supposed to say. And for information, this is for a physical education position at an elementary school. Aside from that, come over here. Aside from that, just the fact this happened. I did not have a webcam at the time, and none of my computers that I actually use, because they're pretty beefy computers, just for daily tasks and whatnot. They don't have any camera in the front or anything, so I was like, dang it, I don't have a webcam. So I had to do the whole interview under a with a Chromebook. And during the interview, like, my Chromebook actually lost internet connection at least 3 times during the interview. And to give you a perspective, the interview was only 15 minutes long. So, like, every 5 minutes, the call would cut out on my side, which is really bad. I've done this before, so I kind of know what to do. So even though I'm just talking, like, you guys see like what's going on. You see, yeah. First time that I did this, just to put some, just to tell you about this. This section of the game was really confusing to me. It wasn't really explicitly explained, which I wasn't sure because none of the other sections had like stuff like this. So the puzzles are really confusing. It's not something that I would just come across and be like, oh, I know how to do this. First time took me about an hour and I didn't even finish the entire thing. I had to actually watch somebody else do it and be like, oh, okay, so that's what you were supposed to do. Even though I got a couple clues, like I'll show you right here. Like, let me go down. Oh, all right, whatever. For example, you have this book, so you have to put up against the wall, but you have never done that in any of the puzzles before, so it's kind of like new and weird. But I did see this marks right here, because sometimes the game does do give you clues. So I would see the marks on the floor, right? You can see them. But it's just, I just didn't know what to do after that. And I think you were supposed to look at that and then look at the book and look at the holes and be like, hey, you know what? I think I can move this by putting books in there. And look, there's one section right here. I'm going to put it right there. That should open the secret passage here. And then you just keep going. I mean, don't get me wrong, the puzzles in this game are amazing, but this section just had me really confused. I had no idea how to do it. I really had to see somebody else do it because I was so confused. And I was wondering if you guys figure it out yourself. Like, how do you even figure it out? Like, maybe you just have a better IQ than I do. Maybe that's why you probably have a better job than I do. You know, not waste your time recording this. But yes, going back to the whole and everything. Yeah, it did not go well. It just straight up did not go well, and I was a little bummed out, not gonna lie. After that, I took a week off of work. Not because of that, I had already taken like a scheduled week off, but it happened just like the week after. So I'm like, all right, yeah, I need a break. I told myself I was gonna study to take a different content exam so I can maybe teach a different subject other than the PE, because PE is kind of hard to get in. But still, it's just like whenever you try so hard and just bombs out, it just really gets you. So, you know, if you're having a rough time, don't worry about it, man. It's like, I'll get better. Get better. I got better. Well, it's getting better for me. I'm doing all right. Finally focusing on working out a lot more. Thing about me, I had a torn ACL. I got surgery on it, but I haven't actually worked out the way I was supposed to. Like, really train it just so it doesn't hurt. It still hurts after a whole year. Like, that just gives you an idea. Mainly because I didn't work it out. That's my own fault. If I would have been more active about things, maybe it wouldn't hurt as much. But yeah, I was living kind of really sedentary lifestyle, which you don't really do anything. You don't work out. You don't do anything. You just kind of sit down all day in your life. You know, getting fat. And not gonna lie, sometimes I do feel like I need to lose some weight. I get like, it's a little hard for me to breathe, and I realized that lately. I'm like, dang. I had never had that experience before in which like you go like actually do some sort of activity and you're out of breath like instantly. And I'm like, dude, like come on. Like we actually need to start getting our butt off and start actually working out, because this is not gonna do. Not anymore. We gotta move this in. Yeah, we ain't doing that lazy thing, which we don't just spend our entire day doing nothing. So that's why I'm actually recording this right now, because I'd rather be active instead of just sleeping and watching YouTube videos, which I used to do that for a long time, because I was depressed, I guess, but not really depressed in the sense that I felt lonely. I just felt really unmotivated to do anything. And that's one of the reasons why probably my channel hasn't like gotten more subscribers, which I do appreciate whoever's actually watching this. I appreciate that you're here. Yeah, but from now on, I'm gonna try and record one video a day. It doesn't matter what game I'm playing. If I start a game, I'm gonna start it and finish it. Okay, I need to. Okay, I think that's good. Huh? Interesting. There, that's an easy one. That one I did actually figure it out myself, so that was pretty quick. Yeah, I kind of stopped talking about my issues, right? Yeah, so I'm kind of in the spot in which I'm literally overweight. I do overweight. I could say I'm just fat, but no. At this point, I'm like, dude, you gotta lose some weight. I look at myself in the mirror. I don't look terrible, but I'm like, dude, you gotta work out. You gotta do something. So I'm after this, I'm actually gonna go ahead and work out. But I just want to make sure I recorded this before I did anything, because that's gonna be one of the things I'm gonna start doing. I'm gonna try and, like I said, record a video a day. Doesn't have to be a lot. Doesn't have to be crazy amount of working out. Oh no, doesn't have to be crazy amounts of stuff here, but I will. Okay. Yeah, I'll just explain how I figured that out. So over here on this side, you see the little paintings, or like the portraits of everybody in the family. You have the different faces that are against the wall. So you gotta go and look at all of them, be like, okay, which ones can I see? Once you see all the people that are on this side, over here, you just gotta make sure you come over here and click all the pictures that are on the other wall. And that will open this extra door, in which is gonna give you another mannequin. We're trying to get all the mannequins because we're trying to escape this place. That opens a secret door, but you'll see that later, so I'm not gonna try and talk too much about that. Yeah, so I'm gonna try and be more proactive. Oh, come on, come on! Really? I should have just ran. I'm trying to be more productive when it comes to recording stuff and uploading it. So I'm gonna upload this video, unless the first DLC series was like, it was 3 weeks, and then the other section, it took me 3 weeks to release the second section. I'm like, dude, that's too long. Especially if I want to do this YouTube thing aside from like actually working. Yeah, that's too long, man. You gotta be more adamant about uploading stuff, you know. Have a better schedule when it comes to recording and whatnot. Like, give every day like a section of your day just to record. It doesn't have to be a lot, just maybe an hour, and just record one video. I don't do like heavy edits. I just put like a transition at the beginning, like just like fade in, fade out, and I usually leave the entire recording there, so it doesn't really take me that long. Okay. Okay, there we go. Yeah, so I'll be recording more. One of the things that I really do want to record or go back to is a game called Musashi. The Brave Fencer Musashi is a PS1 game, which I was playing at an emulator. I do have the original game, which is one of the best purchases I've ever done, because I love that game. But I don't have a PS1 to play in, and I would have to get an adapter just to play it, and plug in my graphics card just to like straight up play it. But I mean, emulators are pretty cool because you can just like download the ROM and play it. It works pretty well. I've noticed there's a couple glitches. At the very beginning of the game, I realized like the first section doesn't have any music in there, which the original game, I'm pretty sure it does. But there's like minor details that you're not gonna be the emulators just not gonna be able to get. But yes, that's one of the series I really want to finish. And I used to have an older channel, and I started this series, but I never actually finished it. And I do want to finish it this coming around. I had already finished the entire series, but I had like the hard drive I was using just got corrupted, so I can't use it anymore. But aside from that, oh shoot, I didn't see that guy. So I'm gonna go to that series and finish it. What else is going on? Oh yeah, I know I might upload some Mario 64 stuff, which is kind of funny. I would say that. And Mario Sunshine, there's this coming Friday. Well, I mean, whenever you're watching this video, but on the weekend I'm in, this weekend, which I am off work, which is pretty hilarious. Stay away from me. Stay away from me. Stay away from me. Okay. Oh, okay. I can actually grab that section. I'm surprised. I'm surprised I can jump that high. There's on the Switch, on the Nintendo Switch, there's I think they're gonna release 3 games. I think it's gonna be the Mario 64, which came on Nintendo 64, obviously. Mario Sunshine, it's a bundle of 3 games, which came out on the GameCube, and Mario Odyssey. The first one that came out on the Wii. Yes, I believe it was either the Wii or the Wii U. I think it's the Wii. They're gonna do a bundle, and they're gonna re-release them this Friday on a cart. Well, for the Nintendo Switch. Okay, we're gonna go over here, I think. So I might be recording those 3 games just because I like playing those games. They're fun. And I think it's something that people would enjoy. There's a lot of people still watching Nintendo 64 speedruns, which honestly is one of my favorite things to do, because just the things that they can do with the game, like with the Nintendo 64 controller, is crazy. Like, they're amazing. Like speedrunners and stuff, I like watching them a lot. It's one of those things that you just watch and you're like, dang, how can they be good with such a bad controller? There you are. They're still around, aren't they? I think there's a few more. Oh, yeah. I think there might be just maybe 1 or 2 more. Oh, there it is. I don't think the sound like stops, but I think there's stuff coming. After you take all of them out, I think there's some moment in which they're. Oh shoot! I didn't even see that guy. I saw him at the very end, right when he was right on me. Oh, gonna have to do this section again. Yes, I do love spirits. They're freaking amazing. One of the favorite things I like to do, and this is just in general. Oh shoot! Yeah, I'm gonna stay against this wall. Just that reminded me of Army of Two. Whenever you go back to back. Oh, such a great game. Really I should play that game. That's a really underrated game. It's so fun to play. I might actually play it. I might straight up play it. Oh, that was close. That was really close. Stay away from me. I like watching GDQ, which is like Games Done Quick. This organization in which they raise money. Some people say like the organization is kind of shady, but I think what the cause they're doing is pretty awesome. They usually raise money for like kids with cancer or like Doctors Without Borders. I think that's another thing they do. They raise money to help people in need, and I think that's pretty awesome. I actually, while I was in college, I had this speech class in which we have to give. Sorry there, guys. I was talking to my mother. So, yes, I still live with my parents. I don't have a stable job just to move out. I do want to move out before next year. Before my next birthday, at least. Because I do kind of feel like I'm just like freeloading here. So that's why I want to find a better job and just move out of here and just, don't be a burden to anybody. I hate that. Well, before I stopped the video, I was talking about GDQ. Yeah, they raise money, and I think should have moved to the right or left. I think it's a great organization. It raises money and helps people. I mean, I think that's just pretty cool. In general, like I say, I think there's some rumors as they saying like some of the practices they do, and it could be a little shady and whatnot. But I mean, ooh, that was close, man. He was getting really close there. I think it's just amazing what they do. Oh snap. I wasn't expecting them to come out like that. Even though I played it before, I should have known that was coming. Let's get climbing here. Yes. But I'm always saying but, which you guys are gonna have to get used to it. Yeah, there's a couple things I look forward to. And what are you guys looking for? forward to. You guys watching like speedruns, you like regular walkthroughs? Sometimes I will just watch like random people play games. Like a lot of horror games. One of my favorite YouTubers, I think I said it in the previous videos, like the Rat Brad. Oh my god, he's an OG. I watched him when, like what? I've been watching him since 2010, I think. Like it's been 10 years since I've been watching him. Isn't that crazy? He's been on YouTube, like he's like one of the top players on YouTube just in general. And you probably see me. Well, I haven't watched him recently a lot because he's been playing a lot more mainstream games, which I don't blame him. He used to play a lot of horror games, and horror games can take out a lot of you. But my favorite series for him was like horror games. That's one of the things that he always play. Mainly because usually whenever you're playing horror games, they're kind of scary sometimes. And he would always post awesome videos, and the commentary that he always did is something that I don't try to copy him, but it's just him talking to like a group of people, just talking about his life, talking about different games, talking about whatever. You know, I do like those people who go out and beyond about, you know, playing, like streamers. They go all out. They have cool stuff and to say, and oh shoot. Okay. Oh, it went all the way down. That's bad. I'm a little quiet here because I'm concentrating hard. Okay, look, go. Don't look. Yeah, you can grab it from here. Yes, I always like his videos. He sounds so genuine, and he truly enjoys playing games. And who doesn't want to watch somebody who actually enjoys what they do, you know? I think that's why people watch like sports and stuff like that, because you can see the players whenever they score a touchdown or score a goal or make a hoop or volleyball, whatever sport they are, or like a lot of people, like whenever they do something and they like doing it, musicians playing music and stuff like that, and actually sharing what they believe or what's in their hearts. I'm trying to, I don't try, I'm not trying to sound philosophical here. Oh my god, I can't even speak. But I can't really get, man, there's so many of them. Yeah, they're just getting on me right now. Jeez. Calm down. Oh my god, stop it. Okay, I think the longer I'm waiting, the harder it's gonna get. Damn it. Okay, good. I cannot make it. Gonna have to grab it once more. No. Okay, let's go. I think I should be able to make it here. Yes. Whew. Shine it just in case. There we go. But yeah, for example, him, I really enjoyed him watching because he wasn't like no Markiplier, which they have so much energy. And I mean, I like watching other people because of that too. And they're very entertaining. He's not necessarily the funniest guy ever. He's not super energy all the time, but just the way that he speaks to the audience, I really enjoy that. You can tell like he genuinely enjoys like just talking about the stuff that goes in his life. I remember back in the day, which he was saying like I think he used to work at Best Buy, and one of the funniest stories, and I think I relate to him now because I work in the retail. I work at retail now. He was like, he was talking about whenever he used to work at Best Buy. He doesn't smoke or anything. They would give people who smoke like a 50-minute break. But for him, because he didn't smoke, they wouldn't give him a break. Just because that was policy. You could only take a break if you were a smoker, which is hilarious. Who would ever thought they would have something like that? They don't have that where I work, obviously. It's kind of like a little outdated, I guess. Does strain of thought. Maybe, I don't know. Maybe if your workplace, they only let people who smoke just take a break, then put it down in the comment section below. But yeah, he just talked about it. He's like, oh yeah, I used to work at Best Buy. And so I would take my cigarettes, my lighter, and be like, okay, I'm going to go and take a break. And I would just take a break and just chill with the other guys. And that was funny. Like, I thought that was pretty funny. And he's gotten to the point in which he got to the point in which he said, like, I don't need to be working in retail, so I was able to quit because of what he actually enjoyed doing. So I thought that was kind of like one of the things why I wanted to start doing videos too, because I do like playing games. At one point, I want to create my own game. That's where I really want to be. That's where I want to be at. Be able to work in the development of a game. It doesn't have to be like a big AAA game, but just create a game and just showcase it. Most likely a horror game. I would like to do a horror game. And I have some ideas, but I just need to figure out how I'm going to do it. I'm planning to download Unity and try and do that with the new PC that I got. But I wouldn't expect anything great from me yet. It takes a lot of practice. You need to have some sort of script. You need to know where your story is going at. And right now, my scripts are all over the place. I don't have like a script already written out. But the reason why I'm waiting, if you remember back then, I think I can I go back? I think, hopefully I can go back. I want to show you guys something. And I think I'm starting getting the idea what's going on, because I played it before. And you'll see, and I'll explain what I mean later. And I want you guys to see this real quick. Right here, look at the picture right here. You see the face, right? Let me see if I can keep it there. You see her there. One of the things I'm thinking is that was her actual face back then. That's how she used to look like, 100%. This is an old picture, and she used to look just like that. But with age, you know what happens, right? You start aging. You don't look the same way. And she was a beautiful woman back then. I'm not saying she's not beautiful right now, but obviously you can see age has gotten to her. And that's one of the reasons why I think there's so many broken mirrors right here, because she looks at herself and she gets so mad that at the difference of how she used to look like before and how she looks like now. And I think she's very upset that she's not as beautiful as she was. But there's nothing wrong with growing old, though. The thing is that, you gotta get used to, how you look. You're not gonna look young and beautiful all the time. I mean, I'm not saying that you won't be beautiful once you... Okay, what I'm trying to say here is like, just age with grace. Doesn't matter how you look as you get older. We all get older eventually. Just enjoy it. Don't look at what you used to be. Look at what you can be tomorrow. You see? Now, so motivational here. But okay, instead of me just keep talking, let's just keep going with the game. Huh? Oh, shoot. She didn't like that, though. She didn't like that we saw her actual face. And the pictures between before and now, I will show you what. And I think it kind of makes sense to. There's a lot of mannequins going on here, and I think I started understanding what really is going on around here. Oh shoot! What? Towards the end of the video, you'll see, because this DLC actually shows a lot more of the story than the first section did. So I'm kind of excited for the next game, Little Nightmares 2, because I think it's just gonna continue the whole story. Okay, we're gonna keep going here. You see all the broken mirrors around here. It's pretty interesting. Uh-oh. You see, I was always wondering, like, even on the previous video, like, how many of these little things were out there. And I think what's going on is that she's taking the youth out of the kids, and they turn into little creatures once she's done with it. I don't know why they turn into little creatures. It's kind of like, I don't understand that part yet. But I think that's what the next game's going to explain. But I'm pretty sure there's people out there who already did theories about this, but this is my own theory. The reason why she was looking at her face and the mirrors and stuff like that, same thing about growing old with Grace, is that she herself wants to be young again. I think that's why she has so many kids, or like a factory of kids, because you can see it throughout this game and the DLC and the actual game, in which they have a whole bunch of kids in cages. And the reason why she's doing this, or like it seems to me that she's doing this, is because she wants to be young, and she's taking like the youth, and you know, the all those years that the kids are gonna have just to be beautiful again. But I don't know if that's really true. I mean, watching like the second game would explain a lot more, but I think that's what it was. I still do not understand the people who were like eating a lot. I have no idea. It probably talks about like our system and how we're like super hungry about whatever we see instead of appreciating the small things. We always want more. Maybe that's what it means. I don't know. Not trying to really go into depth and think about this, but yeah, now we're a little creature. I wonder if you could play the entire next game you start as a little creature. You know, you start as a little boy instead of starting with 6. Maybe you're this little guy, right? And you just, oh yeah, like exactly, you see what I'm talking about here, right? You see all this like really big people just like eating. I think it's just a representation of us, that we just want more, and we're never satisfied with what we got. We're never satisfied though. We always want more, even though sometimes what we get is enough. We always want more. And that, I think that's always going to be true. You know, right now I have a house, you know, I have a computer, I have a lot of awesome stuff, but I'm always looking at upgrading things. I'm pretty sure you guys probably think the same thing, right? You might have like, oh, I have a good phone, but I want to get a new phone, right? We're never happy with what we just got. And I mean, there's reasons why there's nothing wrong with that. We just want a better life for ourselves. But sometimes it's just too materialistic, and I think that's what it's trying to represent with the really big people. They're never satisfied, regardless of whatever they have. They might have like the best thing, but they're just not satisfied. And I think just that's just the representation of human life, whatever. I'm not gonna go in depth, but that's my 2 cents into that. And with that being said, this game is done. The DLC is pretty quick. This last chapter went really fast though. Or at least it always feels to me like it goes super fast, but it's like about the same time that it took me last time. About 40 minutes. So not too bad. Not too bad. I had previously recorded this with a couple friends, and I might actually not gonna love it. They were playing a different game, and that's why I thought, you know, it's better for me to not upload it. Because it would be just kind of weird them talking about the game that we're playing was Borderlands 3. And it has nothing to do with this game, so there's nothing. I love them. I love my friends. But it wouldn't make sense just to upload it like that. And even my friend said, yeah, I don't think you should upload it. It doesn't make any sense that you're playing a game, we're playing a different game, and you upload this. So I do plan to upload a different game with them. It's going to be called Overcooked. But I think I use but a lot. But it's okay. It's okay. We're getting used to this. I felt a lot more natural this time. And I felt like I was just not necessarily talking about the game and reacting to the game. I felt like, you know, it's a little therapeutic today, you know? It felt good. That was the entire game, guys. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. There's a little cutscene right here at the end, so I'm gonna let it, and I hope you guys have a great day.